Denmark holds the EU presidency in the first half of 2012. During an interview with CNC, Danish EU Minister says the country's presidency will lead the EU economy back on track and create more jobs. Economy Report has more.
The Danish EU presidency's top priority was to help resolve the economic crisis in Europe. Earlier this month, we saw that Greece has taken some steps to come away from crisis and from default. We also see that Spain and Italy are doing much better. What role has Denmark played in helping Europe get to this stage?
Danish EU Minister NICOLAJ WAMMEN says as a whole, the country's presidency is working to create a more responsible Europe.
Well, it has been the aim of the Danish presidency to work for a more responsible Europe, where we get back on track with all member states. And I agree with the idea that Greece is moving now in the right direction. So is other countries. It is still not business as usual, but we can begin to see light at the end of the tunnel.
The minister adds, through redirecting some of the EU funds, every effort will be made to create jobs and promote growth.
The Danish presidency is working on a daily basis, 24/7, to secure growth and job creation. We would like to direct some of the funds, the social funds, structural funds, in a job creation direction. We would like to reform the single market, creating millions of jobs, and we would like to use the money spent in the EU budget in a more responsible way when it comes to job creation than what is the case today. So we are very much on target, and we are working very hard to achieve results.
The Danish presidency will also work as a bridge builder and honest broker to encourage the signing of the fiscal pact with as many of the 27 member states as possible. The signing of the fiscal compact will help maintain the positive momentum for the broader EU.
I believe that bridge building is taking place on a daily basis, and I believe that we have a more united Europe now than we had just a few months ago. It came as no surprise that Britain would not take part in the fiscal compact, and we have seen Britain on numerous issues doing a good job in cooperating with the other member states. So I believe we are on the right track, and I believe that Denmark is playing an important role in that.
WAMMEN also comments on Britain and Czech Republic's absence from joining the agreement.
I would, of course, have liked to see that all member states agreed on the fiscal compact. That is not possible, but I believe that we have a very good cooperation both with Britain and the Czech Republic, and I respect the decision that was taken by those two countries.
The minister rules out the possibility of losing focus on challenges.
I can assure you that the Danish presidency will not lose focus on the challenges we are facing in the European Union, but I believe it is positive that we see important steps by Greece in the right direction, and that we also now can debate other issues of importance on the European agenda.
Other agenda under the Danish presidency is the still ongoing process of EU expansion.
I am very pleased that we are able to grant Serbia candidate status. The government of President Tadic has shown the willingness to reform. They have, in all their actions, made it very clear that they want to be a part of the European family, and they do not want to stay in a situation where they are burdened by their past. So I see it as very positive that candidate status is granted to Serbia, but there's still a lot of work to be done. I mean, Serbia is a candidate country, but they need to continue reform, and they need to continue building bridges with Kosovo.
Denmark is the world leader in wind turbine manufacture, while chemicals, pharmaceuticals, biotechnology and services account for approximately 3/4 of its national gross domestic product. Relatively shielded from the fallout of the EU debt crisis, the country posts low but stable economic growth. With its business-friendly investment climate, Denmark is trying to attract more global investments.